showed the camera out the window.
What's up, y'all?
This is correct. Here we go.
What's up, y'all?
This is Lucas, and I'm Will. My other pretty much the Prophecy Parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Prophecy Parallel.
Oh, Prophetic Parallel. You get it.
What do you think?
But not
Burial Club.
yeah. It's what they use to wrap dead people in. And when the wise man brought him like spices and stuff, like the myrrh, frankincense, those are spices that you would put on
Dead people.
So we were just kind of sitting here thinking that's kind of like a prophetic parallel of what's going to happen down the road when Jesus dies, and they're wrapping him and they put spices on him.
Put them up, shove them in the tomb, and close it up. Why didn't they put spice in it on?
Well, I think they did do that back then. They kind of like, put spices like maybe around him or on him or in the tomb.
They probably put him in the tomb by that. I don't think they put it on him because he's going to rise 3 days later.
Well, yeah, but that was like I guess you'd call that like a tradition. We would we wouldn't have any hope, or our faith would be in vain. Nobody would be getting saved. But, it wasn't.
Think about this. It is true. Some people don't read about it. I knew it was going to happen. Oh. Some people don't really think about it too much. It's like when you wake up, you roll out of bed, and you get ready for work or whatever, you get ready to raid the refrigerator, count that as a blessing. Because some people don't think it's like just another day. They don't think as soon as they wake up and roll out of bed and raid the refrigerator for breakfast or whatever, consider that as a blessing. God pretty much added another day to your life.
He gave you another day to make a choice too.
God, He never pretty much. I wasn't gonna say gives up on you, but I thought about the salvation. But I don't think He still give up on you.
It's more like we give up on Him. I've done that a lot of times in my life, but you can always come back to Him.
You know how many times I've been tripped and fell face first? You know how many times He pushed me down?
Yeah, that Satan will get a hold of you sometimes.
That's what He does to piss off. Dadgummit. If I have to do this video, you're going to see a flying window. The young one is going to get nailed one of these days. I don't like when people do that.
What?
Walking in the middle of the road, like playing with traffic. It's like playing Frogger. But I'm getting off topic here. I forgot what I was going to say.
Was it about like the devil?
Yeah. And it's like when the devil trying to get a hold of whatever, just don't listen to him. All it is kick him in the teeth. was on that guy say about there. What you gotta say about Lucas?
Well, this kind of just popped in my head. You can mix truth with lies, scramble it all up in your mind and make you think and take your eyes off of God. But hey, just remember this. I would be, you know, I would be satisfied with him playing in my mind than him not playing in my mind. Because if the devil isn't, messing with you,
He's got something planned.
no, hold on. You'll like this. You're gonna like this. But hey, isn't messing with you, that is when you need to be, searching and, being worried, because the devil doesn't mess with his own. He messes with God's children. So if the devil's, then you're doing something right because he doesn't like it.
I always thought God. Alright, now about to fly out the window.
Just hold it.
I want to hold. Pretty much, I thought like it's not bugging you at all. I thought you got something big. You got something planned.
Well, yeah, if you're saved, sometimes he does go away for a season and he just comes back and he just brings all this mess. But y'all, if y'all, he does pull some tricks. Rather him pull some tricks on me than he not pulling tricks on me. Because if he wasn't messing with me, then I needed something.
It really made him run.
But guys, if the devil's messing with you, then you're doing something right for God, because he doesn't like it when we're doing something good for God.
It popped in my head. I think it's figuring out what say with face character. We had him. I think he pulled for a lot. Like, he's pretty much like the prince of this world, or something like that. Like, he's a king of lives. He's the only one and true king that you should worry about.
That's exactly right.
But I'm going to flip it up here in a little bit. So we did a video of blasphemy. Blasphemy is the you are pretty much up the creek without a paddle on the boat. Because once you get blasphemy, God will pretty much blind you from the truth, and He will pretty much erase His name from your mind.
And guys, I've heard a preacher that I heard, and some of these blasphemed in his church, and he told us that every person,
And they're pretty much like
they're lost.
air it out. It's like you don't need to commit blasphemy. If you do that, you're up the creek without a paddle on the boat.
Guys, blasphemy against the Holy Ghost is really, really dangerous.
You can blaspheme against Jesus or God Himself, but them two will always forgive you. But once you commit a blasphemy against the Holy Ghost, you're done.
It's true, y'all.
And that's one sin you can. I would say you pretty much have forgiveness all you want, but I think once you commit that, He won't. He pretty much cuts the score with you.
But y'all, no saved person can commit it.
No.
Only the unsaved can commit the unpardonable sin. But guys, I'm just keep your eyes on the Lord. Just hold it, Will. But guys, just keep your eyes on the Lord. Just keep keep going down that narrow road, and until we see Christ, it'll be worth it after all. I know sometimes you hit a few bumps in the road, like, right, Will?
Yeah, every now and then you hit a few potholes in the road, or you go right into a ditch.
Yeah, I've
But
been there.
yeah, you know how many times I slammed myself into a ditch. He slammed himself in a ditch. You know, it's hard to tell how many potholes I hit. But and it's like when you commit blasphemy, what you pretty much sending yourself off the road into the ditch and probably into the nearest tree. And Satan's the tree.
But guys, never think you're too far gone for God to reach you. Just don't get, too caught up in the world to where you're not going to hear His voice anymore, because God doesn't leave you. We're the ones that leave God and, forgets all about Him, and then we put our own selves in the hole. But
like
just,
I myself, I threw myself in the hole plenty of times. And pretty sure Lucas had threw himself in the hole. He probably hit a few ups. I hit a ton of them.
but hey, guess what? Even though we might end up in a hole,
We always get right
I
out and
mean,
dust stuff off.
look at Joseph. He got stuck in a hole. Look at Daniel. He got stuck in a hole with lions. But you will always have that hand that's reaching out. All you got to do is grab it.
It's a good looking pea. But I was what about he was stuck in a hole, but he was stuck in the fish's mouth. And it was like not too long ago, Lucas here asked me a question. He was like, Jonah had 5 days to make it to. I
He
can't
had
remember.
3 days.
3 days? I thought it was 5 days.
Yeah, he had him. It was like a 3-day journey, and he made it in one.
Oh, I don't blame him. And it's like I can't remember the name of the city though. I can't remember the name of it.
Nineveh, I think.
I'm not sure. But good green card. But pretty much when they said it in the Bible, I think it's somewhere in the Bible. And they hit the ground. I don't blame them. I guess off it. And something funny popped in my head earlier. Like if Johnny got spit hitting the ground, why didn't you? The only thing you see of hitting up but a dust trail.
And guys, look at Job. He experienced some hard times too. He lost his family, his house, his children.
All one day. Right.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, them suckers hurt.
he lost all of his livestock, his animals.
Yeah, I don't go with railroad tracks anyway. What's the point?
But hey, some people actually forget the end of the story about, the story of Job.
Oh.
Job actually received more than he had with, in the beginning. Just to show, yes, you're going to experience some hard times, but in the end, if we keep our faith in God and we don't turn our eyes away and just, look at all these troubles that are coming our way, if we just have that, if we just, look at Jesus, we won't sink.
No.
We'll come out victorious because we are the children of God. We can overcome anything in this world if we have that faith. I know that's something that y'all have, but it's true. God have. Look at the disciples when they were, going to the other side from Galilee, and Jesus fell asleep, and they were, waking Jesus up, saying, "Lord, we're about to die. Do you care?" From the boat, he said, "I have faith, faith."
Oh.
The Bible says if you have faith small as a mustard seed, and that's very small mountains. And we can overcome lives.
We mountains is like, mountains pretty much the mountains have pretty much be like sin, and like you can move, you can
With the power of Christ.
Yeah,
And His blood.
You can push down a mountain, whatever. I hadn't thought about that. It's like mountain. It's not like physical mountains, whatever, but it's like mountains of sin.
But guys, the only burden that we have, I mean, as you know, while we're still down here, is just the burdens of this world. But hey, God has already took the burden of sin, and the burdens of this world is just temporary. So He's got us covered. The only thing that we need to do is have faith in Him, spread His word, and let the light shine, and just have faith, y'all. Have faith.
Never give up on faith. Hey, that's one thing that you really don't want to give up on is faith. And you do not want to commit blasphemy. And me and Lucas here, we might end up doing any videos. Well, just we daily, as we did, I think, a few minutes ago. But I'm talking about the third deadline. It's somewhere in Romans. That's all I know. But we might see what we can probably find about it and do a video of it. Oh, anything?
That's all I gotta say, bud.
All right, we're gonna roll out here.